Hey, buenos dias amigos, how you guys doing? As you saw, it is a very dreary day outside, lots of rain. We got some rain coming off the Gulf and just gonna make for a very rainy weekend. So instead of doing a regular ride, a moto vlog like I was wanting to do today, I figured I'd just do something else different and something that I've been meaning to do. So what I'm gonna do today, if you guys remember the Tramp, which I know most of you do remember the Tramp, some of you who have been around since the beginning of this motorcycle knows that that motorcycle did not look like that in the beginning. And it did not have those handlebars that you see, those buckhorn bars I put on there. It actually had a set of rabbit ear handlebars. You guys can go and check out my very first video I made about that bike and you can see. But since that first video, I have made some changes, as you guys have seen. One of the major changes that was done on that motorcycle was that it got a 3 to 4 inch stretch on the front, which repositioned the backbone a bit. So, which meant that I really couldn't use these old bars right here. So it pretty much put these bars in my face. One of the things I did to these bars when I still tried to use them is that I cut about 2 inches off of the bars. This is one of the pieces that came off of it. And you can see there's a bung that's welded up in there. So when I cut these off, when I cut the ends off, I lost the bungs. And another thing I did, other than cutting it short, is I put some heat on the bars and tried to bend them forward. But I never got around to making new bungs, and plus I don't have the means to weld them in. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take these bars down to the shop where I work at, since it's my day off, and I'm going to utilize some of the machinery to make some new bungs for these handlebars, and then eventually find somebody that can weld them into the bottoms, you know. So without any further ado, I'm going to get down to the shop and start the day off with this little project. This is where I work at. I do quality control here, and I'm the guy that everybody loves to hate. So I've scrutinized everybody's work, stuff like that, you know. Nothing really glorious, but nobody's here today except for one guy upstairs. As long as somebody's here, I can always come in here and utilize the machinery. So I'm going to use one of these lathes over here to make some bungs for this set of handlebars. The missus is with me, and she's got the materials that I'm going to use to make it happen. We need to go this way. But anyway, we're going to get started and see if we can make this happen. And this is the machine I'm going to utilize. Earlier on, before I became QC, I actually worked in this corner, so it's been a little while since I've ran a lathe before. Let's see if I still got what it takes. Alright, that's just a little under an inch. This piece of round stock is an inch in diameter by itself. And if you can see, and the inside of these pipes is right about 13/16. So what I want to do is I want to machine that to a good tight fit of a diameter that will fit down inside of here. But what I'm also going to do, I'm going to drill a hole straight through the center of this material, and then I'm going to tap it with a 1/2 inch 13 threads. And then after that, I'm going to part this off, make 2 pieces out of it, and I'll have 2 bungs that'll go down inside of here. And then sometime on a later date, whenever I have access to somebody who knows how to TIG weld, I'm going to get them to weld them in there. got my tap handle. I hope it's not overkill for this 1/2" 13 tap, but it's the only one I can find. So what I've done so far, I've drilled this hole a little more than 2 inches deep with a 7/16 drill bit. So 7/16 drill bit should leave me enough meat to make a 1/2" 13 tap hole for my bolts that's gonna bolt into this thing. So now let's get started on that. That's 3/4 right there, and yeah, that should be perfect. 3/4 from the face of that all the way out here, so that's where I want my cut to be. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over like that, and that looks to be about where I want to be. There's the finished product. Not perfect, but it will certainly get the job done. Once I clean all this up eventually, which that's not going to be in this video, but just to give you guys an idea of what I'm doing with this. This will go in here. I'll put a bolt on there and I'll work it in there. And once this thing gets about that far in, we're going to weld it in there. We'll have bungs in here. And this will be, again, a working set of handlebars. On which motorcycle, I have no idea. I mean, I'm not going to put these on the Tramp because I actually like the bars that are on the Tramp. And I may put this on the Ironhead, or I may just have another set of handlebars laying around. But at least they won't be useless. They will be some good functioning handlebars. These will get welded in on another day, but you guys get the idea of what's going to happen. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you've seen so far, feel free to hit like and subscribe for more videos coming up. And like I'm always saying, I have no idea what I'm going to film next, but I will try to keep it interesting. And now you guys keep your rubber side down and be good to yourselves. And thanks a lot.